And so our big goal, we were thinking about $1 million to fund the operating costs for the men's team. But as Paul always says, as you eat more, you get more hungry. And that's Polish for, as you raise more money, you want to do more things. And so we've been very fortunate to raise some money and now be excited to take more trips and do more things with the team. So that's how it breaks down. And we tried to be as transparent and clear as we can in our literature to educate everyone on how you can give to Princeton Volleyball. You can give to the women's account, you can give to the men's account, you can give to the men's endowment, or you can give to the joint account. And when possible, if it's in the joint account, it avails us the flexibility to use it where needed. But if there's passion in your heart and you want to give it to a certain team, that's fine. We just want you to give. And that's fantastic. So we were really excited to see what we've been able to raise. So Princeton Volleyball sponsorship. So a big thank you has to go out to all the families who host. There's a number of families in this room and not here tonight that have hosted us on the road before games and all over the country, a whole bunch of different opportunities that families have come up and done outstanding things for our student athletes, and just want to get a chance to say thank you on that. Your generosity and warmth is greatly appreciated. Something that Sabrina started last year, which is fantastic, was the idea that all the student athletes should give something back, even if it's a couple dollars, should get in the habit. And that's from her idea as being an alum to give back and get in the concept of always giving back. And so we asked every student athlete on the team to give $5. And last year, we didn't do it in a great way. They sort of, each guy chipped it into me and the girls into her, and we put it in our name. But we wanted it in your name. We wanted you guys to call development, or you guys to email development and have a receipt that says, Lauren Miller paid this, and Connor Doobie paid this, and Jonah May paid this. And so it's pretty cool because now you're in the system. And actually, you guys are just in my line of sight. Sorry. And actually, it's pretty cool. So as soon as you guys graduate, if you donate to the Friends of Princeton Volleyball or to any Friends account, you're automatically in something called Earn Your Stripes, which is an initiative from the PVC to generate young alums to donate. And you can donate to volleyball, because a lot of alums say, wait a minute, I played volleyball, I'm 24, I don't have a lot of money, I don't necessarily want to give my $15 or $20 to some generic Princeton fund. I want to give it to volleyball, but I still want to be availed of the opportunities to go to the PVC banquet and have these types of things. So the PVC started this Earn Your Stripes campaign, which is pretty cool. So you guys will be in that, obviously if you keep giving, but that's the idea, even if it's a couple dollars. And the idea is you give what you can. So the pretty cool thing is, as we were saying, hey, if you can give $5, please give $5. If you can give more, great. And we assumed 37 student athletes on the men and the women's team, $5 per student athlete, $185 was what we should raise from that. And maybe a couple kids give a few dollars more, maybe we raise $200. $752.43. I'll tell you, it was pretty outstanding to see players on the men's team and the women's team give 20, give 30, give 50, give 100, just give because they wanted to give. And I know what it's like being in college. You don't have a lot of money. And $20 buys a lot of chicken McNuggets and a lot of other stuff you might want to buy. Okay? So I understand that having the few dollars that you have is pretty precious, but to know that so many of you, the program means so much to you, it's very touching for us, and it's very exciting for us that in 3 and 5 and 7 years down the road, some of you who have lived through this may want to be a member on the board, all right, and may want to be part of this. I'm talking to Davis Waddell and Brad Howard about running a golf fundraising tournament out in California in conjunction with our alum, and they're only 2 months out, and that's pretty exciting. So that's really pretty cool. The other exciting thing that happened was, like Molly said, we had this Dylan speaker project came up, and we said, hey, we need $50,000, and we can't tackle that alone. So Molly Marcoux stepped in and said, okay, I'm going to take care of X, we're going to get Y from some other place. You guys, if you can kick in 12. And I called Sabrina, can we do it? She goes, yeah, let's do it, let's make it happen. So we said, all right, we'll kick in 12. We said, how are we going to do this? And we put it out to the alums, because the families have given, and you guys have given, and the alums hadn't really given this year. And we want to put a pitch to them and say, come on, step up for Dylan, step up for Princeton. All right? And pretty cool, right when that happened, somebody, anonymous donor, stepped up and said, I'll put up half. I'll put up $6,000, because a lot of folks said, I can only give $10, $20, $50, what is that? Well, all of a sudden, 50 becomes 100, 20 becomes 40. And you feel like even if you don't make, a big salary, you can make a donation and really have an impact on this. And we just had to get to 12,000. with the 6,000. So pretty cool. And I'll share, I think I forwarded to the guys, I'll share. So my group of guys, which I coach, Sabrina has a much bigger range. She's been here for 18 years, and she was emailing a ton of people and galvanized some support. I've only been here 6 years, so I emailed the guys from 2010 to 2014, and I said, hey, if you can donate $25 each, that'd be fantastic. You know, we can raise some money. And they did like an ice bucket challenge to each other, of course, revolving alcohol. And they said, you know, if this guy, if Brad eats 15 wings, you know, I'll donate this. And if Davis lifts a 40-pound weight, I'll donate that. And if this guy drinks this amount of beer, I'll donate that. And so that's actually was a great one, sort of making fun of or paying homage to my visualization, however you want to look at it, of two alums visualizing them about drinking beer prior to chugging the beer. But it's pretty cool. And we raised the amount and we surpassed it quite dramatically. We raised $14,684. That's not counting the 6,000 from the anonymous donors. That's 20,000. So that's 8,000 past what we need to pay for the speakers that can go back into our general funds that we're trying to raise money for. So the last couple of years that this banquet has happened, we've raised more money each year than the last. And every time I think we've outdone ourselves, and I'm afraid to put it up there because then I think what'll happen next year? We certainly can't top the past year. But I was just too excited, and I had to do it. So pretty excited. So the first year, 2010, we raised $22,125. 2011, we raised $24,500. 2012, there's a big jump there, $34,259. 2013, last year, raised $68,685. And this year, proud to announce, we raised $82,800. Yeah, 43 cents. I think Sabrina might know who it was. I think a couple players might have been putting in, hey, we'll take it. We'll take your cents. We'll take whatever you want to get. Okay, I've been practicing. Oh, we had 96 donors. And that's actually, you should think of it more like 96 families, because I combined, if a student athlete gave and their family gave, and they had the same last name, I combined them into 96 families that gave, which is pretty cool. And development said they've never had that many individual gifts in such a short amount of time. Okay, I prepared this. We're going to practice. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to recognize the donors. We've got Alan, Andrew, Aaron, Bagnell, Bartlett, Becker, Boyalbach, Davidson, DeCroop, Deal, Deepman, Dixon, Dorey, Doobie, Ensbury, Ensign, Irvin, Farrell, Frillman, First, Hall, Hammarskjöld, Hamming, Hanna, Helm, Howard, Huber, Houston, Hughes, Hunter, Hutchison, Jackson, Jenkins, Jones, Kennedy, Kessel, Kino, Kincaid, King 01, King 18, Logan, Lucas, Morani, Mataliano, Matthews, May, McCarthy, McCown, McEnroe, McIntosh, McKinsey, Miller, Moxley, Nixon, Nias, Obo, Palermo, Peterkin, Palladian, Patak, Quinn, Ratter, Robbins, Rockman, Rudnick, Schindel, Murayama, Schreiber, Sinsky, Shannon, Shaw, Schweisky, Sickler, Soroki, Sperry, Stapleton, Stearns, Thiemann, Thompson, Tien, Tusher, Venuti, Waddell, Willenbrook, and Willis.